Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back, and as always, huge massive thank you for the support. So just as I said last time, I was coming back with a butterfly dance, which I can't actually tell you how beautiful this kit is. It is a silver foil on this one. I'm not sure if it is on all of them. I'm pretty sure it probably will be, but the foiling on it is just so delicate. I don't know if I can even show you, and probably if I just get it where the light bounces. They're just so beautiful, and like the foiling on here where it's may your day be as, and then special is foiled, and then it's got as you are, and then to me, just beautiful delicate foiling. And on the cardstock as well, just beautiful little touches of foil. It's just beautiful, really beautiful. Mum would have absolutely loved this kit, so I feel like by making a card of it I will be making her proud. So let's jump into it. So I've already cut a 6x6 card blank, so that's usual 300 GSM cardstock that I use, and I'm going to come in with my trimmer. Let's put that the way around that I like it, and I am going to cut away some of this card. So just by moving my card, so I've got on my trimmer, I've got numbers after the cut point. So I'm just going to take that to 1.5, and I'm just going up to that fold, and then we're going to turn it over and do exactly the same on the other side. So 1.5 and okay, and then I can come in, let's pop that on. And if I pop that at 1.5 there, I should. Why is that not cutting? I've got something in my channel. I did think these blades have been lasting quite a while, so let's do it with a ruler as soon as it's struggling. I'll just cut that away. And my little metal ruler here. I'm going to turn it around so that I'm cutting into the piece that I don't want, and I'm just going to go across those two cut lines. So this essentially is like a bridge card. Normally I do them horizontally, but this time I am doing them vertically. So I'm just going to tidy that up just where that blade has just worked up my card a little bit. I think that'll be okay once I get my bits and pieces on there. Okay, so we've got a piece left over there that we can foil and sew on with. Okay, let's pop that back so I can find it next time. Sticks to my table leg, which is perfect. Love that magnetic ruler. Okay, so we're going to come in with some layers. So let's bring the trimmer back. Now I'm having to use A4 pieces of silver foil because I don't have the pre-cut squares. So I'm going to be using that. So my first one is going to be for the back piece, which is going to be 2 notches under the 6, just to give me a really fine border. And we'll just lift those little flaps up and just check that fits quite nicely, and it does. It's very close to the top, and that's fine. So this piece here is 2 notches under the 6, so I can get one of my pieces out of this rather than wasting it. So I'm just taking that to 2 notches under the 1.5. That should fit nicely onto there. I'm going to use these pieces to hide my acetate. Oops. Because they're quite big strips out of it, I just want to make sure I'm giving it plenty of support. So let's have a look at that, and let's do it that way then. So I'm just going to take this piece at 2 notches under the 6, and then a piece at 2 notches under the 1.5, and that's going to be for that other side. Let me just check those are exactly the same. They are. And then we're going to use the backing piece, and I'm going to use the printed one. I'm not using the foiled one. And the reason for that is because I want to use some of these pieces on these sides. So for this first side, let's say we need to go to 1 1/4. So I'm going to cut that beautiful butterfly off. I wonder if I want to do, yeah, I'm going to just go there again. So 1 1/4. I was going to take it off that side, but it does seem silly to cut it off when you still get quite a nice piece from there. And then of course they need to be 5 3/4. That should fit nicely onto there. And it does. And again, these bits I save because I'm probably going to foil on them at some point. So a lot of the Spellbinders foiling dies that I've got are individual ones, so I can just pick a happy birthday and print loads of happy birthdays on those sizable pieces. Okay, so for the inside we're going to go at 5 3/4 square. So we'll go 5 3/4 there. What sort of size have I got left over? Okay, so I'm going to do it this way. I know it's a bit silly to cut this off, or you might think that, but it's going to be hidden behind these borders, and I can make a nice little 3x6 card out of that piece. So just thinking ahead on how I'm going to use that. And then 5 3/4 that way, and then this should go nicely onto our little silver piece there. And again, we've got a nice piece there we can either use as background on a card, or we can, oh, I need that again, sorry, I need one other thing. I need that acetate, which I have hidden here, and I'm going to go at 2 notches under the 6. Into the 6. So I've got a decent piece there, so you can always save that if you're doing a pop-up box or something like that. I did get the bundle with this one, so I got the inserts, the actual butterfly dance kit, and the butterfly dance 8x8 book, so perfect to play with. And maybe I will do, I didn't get any of the foiled butterflies, but maybe at some point I might do like a pop-up box with some butterflies in. That would be quite nice. So this is Crafter's Companion acetate, which has the protective layer on, so you can tell it's a bit cloudy at the moment, but when I take this off, and it's only on one side, you can see the difference there, where the protector's on and where it's not, how clear it is. I think that's just to protect it in transit, but let's get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to put this bit on first. Let me just give my card a good burnish down, because it's trying to curl up a little bit for some reason. I think it's because the way I've stored this card at the back of the computer where there was heat. Okay. So I'm just going to grab my scissors and some of this red liner tape. Just going to pop that in just a little bit. I'm not putting it all the way down. I am going to put some cloud tacky glue on as well, which will eventually glue it. But this red liner tape is the best thing for sticking on, and as you can see, I've not got much of it left, and that literally is the only roll that I found so far. So I think I've finally gotten to the bottom of my pile of red liner tape. So I'm going to pop that back and fold that. Wouldn't be one of my videos without Henry barking. He's a bit upset because the Amazon man just came. Hens, come on, he's a good boy. Yeah, the Amazon man just came with some painting things that I needed. So okay, so let's put this on. Bear with me 2 seconds. Sorry about that. So when I get into the other room, when I get it finished, and it should be this week, fingers crossed, everything holds up and comes when it's supposed to and is finished on time. I should be starting to get it filled again this week. So just going to give that a press down, and then we've got our sort of structure of our card back. I've got a little bit of that coating on there. So what we can do now is come in with our layers. So with these, I'll do the inside first actually, because it's slightly easier. And the glues I'm going to be using, as always, I've got my Clout All Purpose in this clear one, and I've got the Clout Tacky Glue in the small one, which I did a silly thing after my last video, is that I left it uncovered, both of my glues. So I think I may have problems with this today. I have refilled it and debunged it and everything, but it seems like we're still going to have a few issues. Oh, there we go. I think that might have moved it. Okay, so I'm just going to smooth that a little bit. I don't like it when it's a big blotch there, because sometimes it can warp the white card even on the back. So we're going to pop this on with an even border round. Like I say, I'm not bothering too much because we have got a little bit of a white border there, but that's fine. And then I can do the same with this. And a little bit glue. Yeah, it's totally unbugged now, so that's perfect. And then down in the corner, and you probably, once the top's on and down, you probably won't see much of this butterfly here, but there is just that little bit of detail when the card is opened. Okay, so because I'm sticking onto the acetate there, I am going to do the same sort of procedure with this red liner tape. Get off, there you go. And might as well stick it onto the other piece while I'm here. And again, not putting as much on as I usually would, just because I haven't got any more of that tape, and I don't know what videos I've got planned with the rest of the kit. I tend to sort of on the day have a look through and see what I'm going to be doing, because when it comes down to sort of making the video later on, I might not be in the mood to make that card. That's what happened. I did once upon a time, yeah, taking it all off, sort of plan the whole thing, and it didn't work out well for me, let's just put it that way, because on the day I didn't feel like doing it, and then if you don't feel like doing it, it generally goes wrong. It's a bad way to put that down, so let me do it differently this time. Just pop that up a little bit, give myself a little bit of wiggle room time. Oops. Okay, that's that. Why did that go back down? Yeah, we're still in a good place. I can just whip that off. A bit of glue on there, but that should settle. And that should settle as well. Could have done with going a little bit over. Look at that. It's on the wonk. Let's see if we can get it up. Oh, you know when it's going to be one of those days. Oh look, it's gone completely. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. So apologies guys. Well, not completely back to the beginning. Just going to grab my trimmer, which I've flung over the floor. Caught on me. Right, let's get this blade back in. Is that? It's 2 matches and 6. 2 matches under 1.5. Yep. Put that down there, and I've got a piece in there, but right. So much for being careful with my red liner tape. Let's try it again. Right, let's make sure that stays out this time, and we'll do it properly. Much better. So I'm going to just grab a little bit of tissue, which I did put in here. Oops. There we go. So that doesn't matter because that's going to be hidden. So now we are working on our normal cardstock. And we can go ahead and just use our normal glues. Thank the Lord. And I'm so glad the next card is not using acetate or anything tricky. It's going to be just a normal square card. I'm not going to say plain, because I don't think any Hunkydory card is ever plain. So I'm just giving it a good press down, and you can see that's actually worked out quite nicely on how they're going on there. I wasn't sure how it would look. I thought it would look alright, but it looks better than I thought it would do. Okay, so that one's on. Just give it a bit of a press down. And there's the bare bones of our sort of bridge card. Okay, so let's decide what topper I want to use. So I think because I've got the pink butterfly in there, I'm going to use this one here. And they are really large toppers on here, so perfectly designed for bigger cards. I don't tend to make bigger cards so much anymore. Generally, because I kind of found when I used to do the shows, people used to go more for smaller ones. Whether that's because it's a show, you know, it was a sort of a craft fair, and people were looking for similar things, you know, like everybody, the stampers and that generally tend to have smaller cards. Or whether that's just a trend in this area, I don't know. Or whether it's just the post issue, you know, as well. Smaller things are easier to post. But yeah, definitely I found that the smaller ones tended to go a lot faster than the larger ones. Even though people said they liked the large ones, you know, so... okay, let me just grab that. There's just a little bit of fluff on there. Okay. So my feeling with this is that I should have enough there that I can just about glue those on without the insides being seen. I don't think I'm going to use that frame, so we'll keep that frame for another time. And if I bring in my foam pads, I think I'm going to do these at the same height. So if I grab some strip, sorry, I know it's really annoying when you hear rustling on the video, so let me just give these a little. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do is just purely take the thickest one. So the foam pads, probably definitely 2mm, and I'm just going to pop it on the ends on this one, and the same on the other one as well, just down the ends, just that I don't have to worry about anything on the underside. Okay, and it's worth pointing out, even though this topper with the frames is huge, I think it's like 5 centimeters. Yeah, 5 centimeters. Of course, you don't have to use this frame. You could just use this piece with the smaller silver frame if you wanted to, or you could just have the topper on its own if you wanted to make smaller cards. Right, let's get that sort of straight, sort of in the middle, I think. Oh, come on now. Stuck to my fingers. I think that's kind of landed where I want it to be. That looks straight to me. So I'm going to pop that little frame in, just so I've got a bit of a point of reference of where this next layer is going, and then I can take the thinnest of these and I can pop it just right on the edge here. I'm going to go right top to the bottom, so let's just use another one rather than cutting bits off. Let's pop you on there. There we go. And then pin that down. And again, pop you back. Probably use you on the next card. And then if I turn that around the right way, and then in a little bit tacky glue, and then we should be able to just pop that inside where that is, and it should end up in the right place. Let's borrow my knife, ease that little frame out. Obviously we've now got a nice silver frame to use, maybe on that book. Maybe there's something else we want to put a frame on. But that is what we're looking at the moment. You can see that's standing quite sturdily. I'm not too worried about that sagging in the middle there. It's only going to happen while it's posted, but once it's back out, it will pop up. It's going to be plenty strong enough. So we've got sentiments here. We've got birthday wishes, sent with love. I'm kind of liking birthday wishes on this have a beautiful day. Now I was feeling circly, so it's going to be a circle, I think. Well, let's pop it out just in case. Doesn't like that. Have a beautiful day as well. Right, let's see where we want this to go. So we could have this up at the top there. Or we could kind of like that. I don't think that one's going to go. Thinking I'm going to go at the top. And then if I bring back those foam pads, oops, don't want all of those. And I want a piece to just go across there. Be a little bit too far. Let's just use that knife. So I'm thinking where that little blip is in the cardstock, I want that to sort of just pop over a little bit and draw the attention away. I think that will be fine. For a minute, it might end up being permanent there, but what I'm going to do is just take a tiny bit there, and if I can peel off the other side, a little bit fiddly. What I'm going to do is just pop that there, because I'm going to have this coming over the top, and it's going to give us that bit of extra support. Pop a little bit of tacky glue there as well. Pop a bit of glue on there just to give us a bit of wiggle room time. I think there is where I want to be. Okay, and then just for gems, I think I'm going to come in with these. Sorry, it's going to rustle again. These are some Do Craft ones. I think they're very similar to the other ones I found before. In fact, they may be identical, but rather than go looking for them, let's just pop some pin. Well, let's pop them. And I want my tweezers, so I'm going to go with a bigger one there, medium one there, teeny tiny one, and then I think I'm going to do this similar little trio on this side. Might do different sizes, might do a little teeny tiny one, come on, teeny tiny, and then an even smaller one. We'll go with another medium size one. And I'm just going to put an extra one there. I think we'll go with a medium one. And these are perfect because they're sort of clear, sparkly, so it's picking up on those silver, that silver foiling that we've got. Now with the insert, I would pop that on the back, or you could go ahead and just do a 4x4 sort of square and pop it on there, and then it would be hidden behind there. But that's that first card. A little bit messy at the top there, not gonna lie, I'm not loving that little bit, but I do love those butterflies. I think they're gorgeous. Okay, so I'm just gonna get it set up for card number 2. Okay, so for card number 2, got another tent fold 6x6 that I've already pre-folded. So that's that bit of silver, we'll keep that. I might be able to do something with that later on. So I'm going to start just by doing a 2 notches under 6 square. I think the blade is going in this. Let's turn it around. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, so we've got 2 notches under 6 square. Just put that to the side. And then I'm going to take the foil cardstock, and at 5 3/4 I'm going to cut the sort of less decorated side, because there's only 2 big toppers in this kit. So when I make the next card, I'm going to make a focus of that bit there. So 5 3/4. I think I'm going to take 3/4 of an inch off that bottom. So we've got instant border there, or I can foil on it at some point, and then 5 3/4, just so that it's a better fit for my card, design wise. With that border, it's pretty, but I don't want it to overpower the whole thing. Okay, so that's a quick and simple bit of matting and layering. Again, just got a little bit of a curvature to my card, so I'm going to have to make sure I put these somewhere flat to dry. And just take my tacky glue and my all-purpose glue, just in my usual way, and then we're down. And we'll give that a good press down. And then again with this one, and so I'm hoping when I get in my craft room, I've got a couple of other things to do before I'm 100% ready, but I'm hoping to do more videos. So I'll do normal videos like this every other day, and then I'm hoping to pop in a couple of extra videos where maybe I bring in some dyes with it, or maybe do other videos with dyes, because I was always, before, I've always loved Hunkydory, I'm not going to lie, but before, my first love of crafting was die cutting, and it was spellbinders. Even though they used to be it used to be quite expensive then. I don't think it is as expensive now. Certainly there are a lot of cheap dyes on the market, you know, especially if you're going to places like AliExpress, where they do copy a lot of the designers, unfortunately. But even the sort of big designers now do have dyes that are reasonable. I mean, Spellbinders quite often has a buy one get one free. So this is not die cut as well. It's the second kit I've had that's not. I'm just using my knife to go along that little line. Just not quite die cut through to the paper there. Yeah, so a lot of companies, you know, and I think have a lot of really good offers on. Oops. So I'm just going for the back so I can see. And I think my other silver frame is probably going to be a bit neater. Let's have a look. Is it the same size? Mind you, it doesn't really matter if it's not. It's slightly bigger, but that's fine. That's going to work for my design very nicely. Okay. So let's just measure that. So that is, actually let's bring it in on the trimmer because I am going to be cutting it. So it is, put that straight there. It looks like 5 and 2 with 2 notches under. Let's put that straight again. Yeah. Okay, so half of 5 is 2.5, and then we want to go 1 notch because we want half of the 2 notches. So that should be straight down the middle, she says. Be nice to have it cut all the way through. Come on now. Oh, I think it's because it's gone. Yeah, it's because that circle bit was going right into the blade house, where the blade hides, where it doesn't cut anything. So that's why it wasn't cutting right to the end. But so now I've got these 2 pieces which are cut quite nicely, she says. Let's just even that a little bit up. Let's just where that was in that blade housing, but that's fine. So we've got that piece. We don't need that piece. That was just for our measuring. Okay, So I am going to bring these along here. This is the design. I know I've done this before, but it does work really well. And even though I've done it more or less in half, it is just slightly. Okay, let's bring that trimmer back, because I can afford to take some more off anyway. Let's see. Just doing this a little bit off. Let's move this on and just do a little bit of planning. So I'm thinking if I took that circle off altogether. Don't like that, but if I turn that around, because it is the bigger frame, it's probably going to work okay. Yeah, okay, so let's take it right down to the start of those circles. So what I'm going to do is just use this bit of card. If I had a bit of tape here, what I would do is tape it. So I'm just making sure the card is up against that up against the base there, so it's keeping this piece flush. I'm going to keep that in the same place, hopefully not move it, and then this piece, if I pop it flush, should be exactly the same. Let's have a look. Yeah, perfect. So I would have liked to have just stuck that down with a bit of Hunkydory tape or something, but we managed without it. I think it's still up by the die cutting machine. Okay, so we're going to have these pieces coming in. We could go from the top to the bottom. I don't think that's going to look as nice, but we'll have a look. Yeah, no, I don't like that at all. It needs to be the sides. And I do want a little bit raised, so I want, there's my pads from the other day, so that one, sorry, it's going to be a little bit of rustling again, just got a pack of these, and these are 1mm pads, okay, so I haven't got any strips in the 1mm pads, so I will just cut these down. These are the long ones. I bought a sort of mixed pack of these. I'm just going to pop these on, give them a good amount of support because they are on the ends. Sorry if you hear my tummy rumbling there. I have eaten, honestly. And if I can get that to come up, there we go. And then I'll just do the same on that one. And if you wanted to, you could go flat with this. It's going to look just as nice. Right, so let's come in with these, just whip these backs off. And they've just come out of the packet, so they should be okay to get off, so that's good. Just a bit of tacky glue on. So I don't think there's any right or wrong way. Yeah, I'm just going to come in on the back there. Okay. And I didn't catch all of Hunkydory's show today. I missed about half of it. I was up in the night not being well, but that's just nothing serious, nothing to worry about. But so I was up like about 4 o'clock for a little bit, just for a second, and then it just made me so tired after. Okay, so I want these to kind of be lined up. So let me bring that bit of card in. Kind of just to give us an idea. I think we're back there anyway, so. Oh, look at that. Come on, off there. That was not supposed to happen. Disaster, darling, but no, it's okay. Okay, so then this piece is going to come across, and then we're going to have this one on there. And then we can have some gems in between. So I think this silver one I'm going to do just gluing onto here with a little bit of support on the back. So that will need to be, let's go with 1mm, I guess. Just take this little bit and just cut a little bit nice and small. Hopefully that's going to be small enough. And here. Oh, just got to take the back off now. Yeah, I was really pleased with this kit. I think it's a really nice kit. Don't know if any of you guys have got it yet. You know, the foiling on it is lovely. But I did say the other day, didn't I, that I thought their foiling was getting better and better. The kit that I saw on there today was the sort of enchantment ones. Can't remember what the name of them was. The sort of decoupage toppers with the book. I really like that they're bringing the book to go with those sort of things now. It just makes it a lot easier to plan. To plan your sort of project. And there we go. And then this one, I'm going to go a little bit higher. Off again. I'm just going to put these in the middle. It's not going to be much higher, just 1mm. I might come in for something. Just check that's going to. I'm going to pop. Along that top, and if I just cut another piece there, just felt like it sagged a little bit and I didn't. Yeah, it's a bit better. Okay, I can't remember what I was saying now. There you go. Yeah, so all of these ones in this kit are nice, really beautiful kit. I don't know about the ones that they had today. I don't know if that's really my bag, but probably might get one or two. I do like the pad, so the pad would be super useful. Okay, let's bring this in. Back there, I think. Yep, happy with that. And then I'm going to use those same clear gems. Now I don't know. Do I want to do? I think I'm probably going to do a couple of like random ones. Oh, I haven't done the sentiment yet. Where did that square go? Let's do that. Let's place that before. Don't know why it automatically went there. Could go under there. No, I'm going to go there, I think. Let's go with since it's on hand, we'll go with 1mm. That should fit into there quite nicely. A little bit of tacky glue, and I'm going to slip it under so that first bit of foiling is hidden, so it's looking more like a sort of pokey out tag, but that's that have a beautiful day, which is gorgeous. Okay, so let's go back to gluing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to grab a big one there, one medium one. Actually, that's not the circle, that's a heart. Medium. Medium, and tiddly tiny one. And I'm going to do so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a similar sort of thing. We'll pop a big one, and then a medium, is there, and then a smaller one, and then I think I might just add a real tiny one there. And then that's going to make it 9, our little odd amount that we like, or that I like anyway. So that's there. I think the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my little overlay sparkle pen. Just grab this bit of card. I know it's a nice piece, but I'm just going to check that my pen's not too juicy. But I'm just going to go in over the butterfly. I know it's foiled and that's gorgeous. There's no reason why we can't just add something else on top. So, and this is just so delicate, it's going to be a case of when you hit a certain light, you're going to see that bit of sparkle. So just going over this butterfly, and I can't leave this one out, we can't have two glittery ones, not this smaller one. There we go. So like I say, that will take its time to dry, because this is the adorable scorable. There we go, so that's that one. If you've got other glitter pens that you wanted to add in, you can do. But that's that one finished. So I just don't know if I'm going to be able to show you. There you go. So you can just see that glitter there. It is pooling at the moment, but it will dry out and then you'll get those hints of the glitter there. So those are the first two cards with Butterfly Dance. Let me bring that other sort of bridge card, cutaway card, whichever way we want to call it. So 2 10-fold cards, so nice start to this kit. I haven't got much left on the actual topper sheet. There's a couple of tags with the May Your Day Be As Special As You Are To Me, a couple of borders, and then we have cardstock wise, we have this one which is going to make a decent 6x6 card, and then we can even get a nice 3x6 card, or a gift card holder out of that one. You know, sort of gift envelope would be nice with that one as well. So that is the makes for today. So next time, coming back with one of the other colorways in this set, sorry, and we'll see what we do with those. But that's it for today. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a good week, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.